Hello, strong people. Week 3, day 1 of OSG prep. Oh, I'm ready to lift. I had a fun weekend. Went and hung out with some friends, went to the casino and actually played some slots for the first time, and I won, so that's a bad start. Now it makes me want to do it a lot more, but I won't. Maybe. Anyway, we got log press on the menu today, as usual, for first day of the week. Our main press movement. So, I'm trying to think. It's a 5 rep max strict press. Max, as it says not to go full max, but we'll see. And then no clean and press each rep today. It's just clean and press away, so that's good. It's ascending triples, I think. So it's like 285, 305, 325, I think. 325, I'd love to hit like 7. Because I think I've hit 7 for like strict press at that weight. 320 maybe, or 320 for 5, something like that. But obviously I'm going to be pre-exhausted because I have the strict press before and I have the 2 sets prior. So we'll see. I'm hoping my legs feel better today. My coach actually adjusted the squat stuff going forward, and he also mentioned, he kind of reinforced what I was saying. I was my first squat day of the week on deadlift day, it's an accessory that day. It's not a main movement. I shouldn't have been pushing it the way I was. Obviously, it's only been 2 weeks, so, it's not nothing too crazy. It's not like I messed up anything or anything, so. But it's good to, talk about stuff like that because now I know for sure that, not to push it that crazy. Keep it lighter, probably more speed oriented, just to get some pump in the legs. It's an accessory, treat it as such. That doesn't mean go light on accessories or skimp out on them. So I don't want to talk too much. I just want to get into some pressing and get warmed up. Oh, also got the start of some of our electrical stuff coming in. I have no idea what I'm doing, so I don't know how far I'll get into that, but we'll see. Definitely need to get some power in here soon because it gets dark, and obviously all my videos have been in the dark after like my first 2 sets, so hopefully changing that fairly soon. So enough of that, let's just get into some pressing. All right, all of log is done. I was going to do an update after strict press, but I didn't. So strict press went very well up until the top set. And I don't want to say top set was bad because it was far from bad. So it was supposed to be 5 rep max, more like a top set, not like a rep, not like a max max. And I still don't believe it was. And what I mean by that, I went to 290, did I don't even know what I did, double there maybe, single. And then I went back to see what I had a PR at 330 for 5 reps on strict press. And I felt like I could definitely match that, but there's something about matching PRs. I don't like it. It's stupid. I would never intentionally try to match a PR. Unless it was in competition and that was like all I needed to win the event, then that's fine. If it's out of my control and I need it for points, then absolutely. But just in general, it's not the same feeling. I've done this weight before, gonna do it again, whatever. Is that a bad mindset? I don't know. But I hit 310, it went stupid easy. At that point, I was like, I can throw 340 on here and do it for 5, RP 8 probably, 8 or 9. Definitely not max out. Well, threw on 340, and I truthfully believe it would have been a good set of 5. Tough, but not, destroy me tough. And it still didn't really destroy me. But I couldn't get the rhythm down. My breathing was all over the place. I had the first rep locked out, holding it there. The longer I hold it up there, the more I'm draining energy. So already not a good start. I couldn't get quite the breath I wanted to. It's 340 pounds. It's not easy to breathe like that. But it came down. I was like, okay, this is fine. Second rep, I think if I'm getting this right, second rep kind of went over my head, had to recorrect. Obviously can't get a breath as I'm trying to save the log, so now I'm trying to breathe with it on my neck. Rep 3 was fine. Rep 4 was kind of and then I knew I had lost too much breath. It sunk into my chest on rep 5, and there was no way I was going to get it, so called it. But 340 for 4 is a PR. I think I've only ever hit 340 for like a single. Because I'm not like intentionally strict pressing, I'm not doing maxes on strict pressing competition, that either. So I'm not doing it in training really. There was one time I did go up to like 365 for a single and it went very well. And I went for broke and tried to do a 405 strict press or 400 pound strict press that day, whatever it was. Stupid. I probably could have had 385 that day, but I'm pretty confident I could have hit upper 3s today on strict press. But that's not on the program. That wouldn't really do me any good. So stripped off 340, or at least I thought I did. Went down to 285, which is what my first set was. Misloaded it, of course. So there was a 25 I forgot to take off. And I went to clean it, and I was like, that's heavy. That is not 285. So, of course, stopped the video, went over, realized it was like slightly under 340. Like I took off the 25 that made it 340, and then I put on 2 10s and a 2.5. So it was like, what, 335? Yeah, I think 330. Yeah, it was 3. So I took off 5 pounds and then tried to do my first set. I realized very quickly, it's, 45 pound difference, whatever. So I just paused it, stripped it down to 285, what it needed to be. And then my push press sets went well. I just can't, 325 for 6 is what I got on my top set. I'm not super happy about that. Something about me is I've always been like explosive. I'm not usually great at grinding reps. I do feel like I'm getting better. But, shoulders were obviously fried a little bit after 340 for 4. The sets before it. I don't know. I wanted like 10. That wasn't happening, but that's, not the end of the world. They felt good. Felt like I was getting some decent leg drive into the log. So, not a bad log day at all. Obviously, we have a lot more weight to put on the bar before we can actually, call it good. But it's also week 3 of prep, so I think we're in a good spot. Moving on to accessories. All right, let's build a big back. think I had this thing on backwards. Oh well. All right. I don't know how these things go. I gotta switch it around. Feels weird. I also need to add weight. 10 or 5 sets of 10, so I'm gonna put on some weight. Just gotta figure out what I want to put on. I'll be right back. I've decided to put 25s on. Is this a good decision? Time will tell. Whew. So, I think I'm starting to become, I think I'm a time traveler. It's a really crazy transition. But hear me out. And no, I don't actually believe this, but we were watching the Phillies game, okay? Philadelphia Phillies, if you're unaware, Major League Baseball team in the playoffs currently. So, leadoff guy for them is Kyle Schwarber. We're out with my buddies, and I was like, leadoff home run. Next pitch, leadoff home run. And that's fine. Like you can say that, and eventually you'll get it right. But what I also predicted was I watched Zach Wheeler's like first inning, maybe second inning, I don't remember, but he was filthy. Everybody was looking ugly against him. And I looked at my buddies and I was like, he's going 7 1/3 innings of no-hit ball. I checked my phone the next morning, and next time I see the game, it was like 5-1 Mets. So I was like, oh, I definitely didn't get that right. But then I saw some stats that were like Mets hitters through these innings, and it was like no hits, and then it was like Mets hitters after this inning. And they got a ton of hits all, bang, bang, bang. And I was like, all right, that's strange. So I looked at the box score, and it said Zach Wheeler 7 1/3 innings of no-hit baseball. And I was like, I called that. So I texted my buddies, and I was like, do you remember you saying this? And they were both like, yeah, I remember you saying that. Did that happen? And I was like, it sure did. Maybe I need to start playing the lottery the way that goes. I couldn't believe it. There was no transition there. I just wanted to tell the story because I'm proud of it. All right, let's see how this feels. Okay, now we got to move some real weight now. Okay, yeah, that was 50 pounds all right, at least. So I'm sorting through my bin of just random stuff I have from the Arnold back in March still. All the free samples and whatever. I found one today, I don't even remember what it was called, but it was another high stim pre-workout with a lot of beta-alanine, like, was it 3 grams, 3,000 mil? I don't know. I'm feeling it. I don't normally do much caffeine. Just because I don't want to get in the habit of that and then burn out. I want to feel the effects of a lower amount of caffeine. I don't think you should need 400 milligrams of caffeine every single workout. I just don't get it. You really don't need pre-workout all that much, I think, but it's not the end of the world. A ton of people have caffeine. And I think some people overuse and just don't, the effects of it just don't affect them as much if they use it, you know, day in and day out for months on end, which I may be a culprit of that. But usually after shows, I go a little bit without having some, so. And I never really get headaches or anything, so it's a good sign. All right, 3 more sets. That might be a little bit too heavy, but using a little bit of body English there. Whew. After this, we got Viking press. And before Viking press, we probably have a potty break. I've had to pee since like strict press. And I'm sure you're all watching for updates like that. Ooh. Does anybody know how to, I'm just looking around where we're putting our breaker box for the electric in here. And I'm like, I've never done that. I don't know what to, like I have the screws and whatever to bolt it to the side of the house or garage. But I never took wood shop or metal shop or really built anything. I was always computer stuff. Which pays off, I guess. But pays off both ways, I suppose. So probably be searching some how-tos on YouTube. And then obviously I'm not going to do the real wiring, but I can at least get things started, kind of. So that'll be an upcoming project. I need that done sooner than later because it's getting dark early. So it's kind of making my hands peel a little bit. All right, I've probably been recording a long time already, so let's bang out these last 2 sets, or at least do our best, because those reps started getting ugly. If you're bodybuilding, I probably wouldn't recommend doing reps like that, but a little bit of body English never hurt nobody. My back is a little bit toasted. It's a little bit chilly out here tonight. Not like cold by any means, but I can tell, like, if I sit around for, you know, a couple extra minutes in between exercises, that I cool off a little bit. And I don't want to do that. Try my best not to, at least. So, I want to do this last set, but I want to do it well, and I don't think I'm recovered enough to do another set. Whew. Trying to think. There's a little stink bug right there. All right, whatever. Might be ugly, but yeah, here, we'll do this. Taking off the 25s. Gonna finish strong, if that makes sense, by taking off weight. All right, let's do our best. Good set. One more good set. Oh, yep, good thing we took the weight off. All right, I'll I'll check in with you here in a few minutes before I'll record some Viking press probably. Oh God. I need more weights over there. All right, I'm gonna call the video there. It's too dark to really see much anymore, as has been the case for a few weeks now. But it's been a good session so far. Press was pretty good. Lat pull down's pretty good. Viking press just all right. Besides almost dying in like the first set there. This thing is a I hate setting up Viking press because I have to use like 3 bands. I got to weight down the rack everywhere. It's just a nightmare. Getting the plates to stay on, I hate it. But it's in the program, so it is what it is. Now I just have to finish up a bunch of smaller accessories, and that'll pretty much be it. So you're not missing much. I'm also very hungry. Very hungry. So I'm going to call the video there. Bang out these last few accessories and then be on my way. When I say be on my way, I mean walk about 20 steps to my house. So until next time, which I don't know when will be yet, I'm thinking. Friday is a busy day for me. I'm probably going to train in the morning. So I'll be on a regular schedule for the most part, but I'm off Friday because there's a wedding I'm going to. Saturday, cannot do any training that day unless it be very early, but I don't need to if I'm going Friday. So probably stick to the regular schedule. Monday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. I don't like 3 days in a row there at the end of the week, but you got to do what you got to do. So it's been fine. I think I did that last week, if I remember right. So yeah, we'll be all right. Either way, go out, get strong, stay strong, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.